The launch slip answer that sounds great, but fails the bar raiser. Most candidates treat a 10-week delay as a communication problem, and the moment they do, the bar raiser has already made the call. You are 6 weeks from a committed launch, and a key engineering team just told you they need 10 more weeks. Walk me through your response. This question tests execution entropy reduction, which at Meta means you are expected to absorb chaos in a complex program and hand leadership a path forward, not a status update. What the bar raiser is actually listening for is whether you arrive at that escalation with a specific descope or partial launch recommendation already in hand. Here is how most Meta TPM candidates answer this question about a launch slip.
First, I would set up an urgent sync with the engineering lead to understand exactly what changed and why we are now seeing a 10-week gap this close to launch. Once I have the full picture, I would pull together the relevant stakeholders, PM, design, my manager, and walk them through the situation so everyone is aligned on the risk. I would then work with leadership to figure out the right path forward, whether that is adjusting the timeline, finding extra resources, or rescoping. Throughout all of this, I would keep communication tight so no one is surprised.
Candidate treats escalation as a communication task, not an execution decision. No recommendation offered. Brings the problem without a path forward. Descope and partial launch options named but never evaluated or recommended. Root cause analysis absent. Does not address why this surfaced 6 weeks out. Here is exactly what I am writing in the debrief right now. Item 1. Escalation framed as information relay, not as a decision with a recommendation. Item 2. Options listed but not evaluated. Candidate defers the decision to leadership. Item 3. No evidence of minimum viable scope analysis before escalating. Item 4. Root cause ignored. Does not address systemic gap in dependency tracking. Verdict. Does not demonstrate execution entropy reduction. Same question, same 10-week slip. Listen to how this candidate frames the execution problem before they ever pick up the phone to leadership.
Within the hour, I get the engineering lead on a call and separate the real blocker from the noise. Is the entire feature set blocked or just 2 of 5 surfaces? In this case, 3 surfaces can ship on time. So before I touch leadership, I run a rapid descope. I document which capabilities drop, map the user impact, and confirm with PM that core user value is preserved. Then I go to leadership with a specific recommendation. Ship the scoped version on the original date. Deliver the remaining surfaces in a follow-up release 4 weeks later. I also flag the root cause. This dependency gap should have surfaced at the week 10 checkpoint, not week 6. And I propose a tightened dependency review cadence to prevent recurrence.
Immediately diagnoses scope of the block before escalating. Strong signal. Arrives at leadership with a specific recommendation, not a status update. Partial launch path named, scoped, and validated with PM before escalation. Root cause identified and a structural fix proposed. Reduces future entropy. Notice what changed. The candidate never gave leadership a problem without simultaneously handing them a solution. Item 1. Immediately scoped the real block. Did not accept the slip at face value. Item 2. Conducted independent descope analysis before escalating to leadership. Item 3. Arrived at escalation with a specific PM-validated partial launch recommendation. Item 4. Named root cause and proposed a structural process fix to prevent recurrence. Verdict. Strong signal. Raises the bar. Before your loop, run your escalation story through these 3 questions. Question 1. Did you diagnose the real scope of the block before escalating? If not, you relayed bad news. You did not reduce execution entropy. Question 2. Did you arrive at leadership with a specific recommendation already formed? If not, you handed the decision upward. That is the disqualifying move at Meta. Question 3. Did you identify why the gap surfaced so late and propose a fix? If not, you solved the symptom but left the entropy source intact. If you cannot answer yes to all three, the bar raiser is writing below bar on execution entropy reduction right now. How do your real stories score? Get a personalized report scored against the interview rubric Meta uses for your role. Find it at interview101.com